The rebuild has begun in Montreal. The Montreal Canadiens sending Tyler Toffoli to the Calgary Flames in exchange for multiple pieces. We're going to get into that. I've got some highlights on the main piece that's coming back, along with that first-round draft pick. And hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So the rebuild has begun. If anybody thought this was a reset or a retool, and I know a lot of people did, I think trading Tyler Toffoli first, especially of all the trades, I think that signals a rebuild, because in a reset or retool, I know I'd keep Toffoli around. So I have to think that that is what's going on. It's what I've been expecting. And hey, I think that is this is the first piece that's falling here. So Tyler Toffoli moves. I'll give you the announcement here. Eric Engels announcing Elliot Friedman's announcement. Tyler Toffoli has officially been traded to Calgary for a first, a fifth, a prospect, Emil Heineman, he's Swedish, and Tyler Pitlick, which is, I think, a cousin to Rem and Rhett Pitlick that are already in the Montreal Canadiens organization. So Montreal Canadiens going for all the Pitlicks. Here's another just announcement. So Tyler Pitlick, Emil Heineman, can't get the words out. A 2022 first-round pick, which is top 10 protected. But, I mean, Calgary is sitting in second place in their division. I don't see how they fall off the cliff that much that becomes a thing. But I guess if it does, then we get a 2023 first round from them, and that's not bad. And they get also a 2023, it says here, fifth round. From my understanding is it's a 2024 fifth round. So that could be either a typo or what I saw was a typo. And in exchange, Calgary receives just Tyler Toffoli, which is saying a lot. Great player, great contract. Sad to see Toffoli go. It's really sad. But this is what a rebuild is about. You know, we're going to see a lot of players that we're sad to see go. And as long as good young players come back, like I said, I've got highlights of Heineman. So when I show you all the stuff on him, you will see those. This is from Frank Saravalli. Full deal is Flames get Toffoli. And everything I just said. And where's the first? It says that it's not first round, top 10 protected. So that's in there. Pitlick's salary is $1.75 million. That allows Calgary to make this deal and moving that off their books. So no need for us to retain any salary on Toffoli. And Toffoli's contract is that kind that I mean, it's a really good contract. You wouldn't want to be retaining any money on Toffoli. So that's the news there. Toffoli, he's 29 years old in his second year here. It was a $4.25 million cap hit, which is a really good contract, and no movement clauses or no trade clauses at all. So you could trade him anywhere, literally. He had 9 goals and 17 assists in the 37 games that he played this season. In 89 games with the Canadiens, he had 37 goals, 33 assists for 70 points. And he played 22 playoff games where he had 5 goals, 9 assists. Pitlick is 30 years old, so he's a little bit on the older side. He's a cousin of Rem and brother Rhett. He's also likely in the trade as a balancing contract. That's what I meant by they had to move the money out. So that allowed them to make this deal. He has 2 assists in 25 NHL games this season. So he's basically an NHL body. Some depth maybe, but I don't expect him to make an impact here. In 311 NHL games, he has 47 goals and 39 assists. Heineman, 20, was a 2020 second-round pick by Florida Panthers, 43rd overall. The 6'1", 185-pound winger has 11 goals and 5 assists in 36 games with Leksands in the SHL. That's the Swedish Hockey League. He is Swedish. He was acquired by the Flames in the trade that sent Sam Bennett to Florida. This is the first major roster move for Gorton and Hughes in their era. More on this Toffoli trade. I think I'm not sure if I want to use any of this. I had that. So St. Louis gone 0-3 so far since the coaching change, and the team still remains last. So this deal isn't to help that record. I think St. Louis said in his press conference that the record doesn't matter to him. He doesn't care about the record right now coming in. He knows it's bad. He knows they're not making the playoffs. He's not looking at that. So I don't think this is a move, obviously, for any kind of improvement here. You're getting rid of Toffoli. I think I did this. He had He was a second round. This is Toffoli, was a second round pick of Los Angeles in 2010. His overall numbers are 182 goals, 370 points, and 614 career games with Montreal, Vancouver, and the Kings. And here's a sad thing to see. This is the hockey DB. They've already got the Calgary listed under there. So these are his numbers there. Don't have to go over that. Just it's sad to see this happen. But it's part of the rebuild, right? A rebuild. Players are going to be moved out, and you're going to be bringing new guys in, new prospects, new draft picks. It's a pretty big haul for one guy. So I think Kent Hughes, and I imagine I'm going to give this credit to Kent Hughes, did a good job here. They picked up Heineman. This is his hockey DB. This is all his numbers over there in Sweden. They don't play a lot of games, obviously. So he's had, from what I read, he really moved up into elite status in his draft year. So before that, he wasn't really an elite player all his career, I guess you could say. This is a little bit more about him. He is 20. He's 6'1", 185. He shoots left. And he's signed now with Sweden. I don't know until when. I imagine we're going to find out if Montreal signs him to an ELC. I don't know if he's signed an ELC yet. This is another little scouting report on him. He's the type that can fit anywhere in the lineup and play any role. There's a strong push to his stride, which gives him added acceleration and top speed while skating in a straight line. Remember, Gorton and Hughes said this is going to be a fast team, fast with the puck. He's always got his feet moving, always maintains a high battle level, and never shies away from making personal sacrifices to improve the two-way health of his team. And a little bit more about him. He also has a strong hockey IQ, able to read the play at a much higher level than most in his draft class. It looks like he's 2 to 3 years older and more developed than every other player on the ice. He thinks the game at an extremely high level, often 5-6 seconds ahead of the play. Being able to read the game at the level that he can bodes well for his success at higher levels. He appears to often be in the right place at the right time, knowing where the puck is going to be before it arrives. Remember, St. Louis in his press conference, changing from systems to concepts about read and react. The better players being able to, have more freedom out there and to make plays. That's the kind of guy, sounds like the kind of guy they were talking about. That's why they went out and got this guy. He's been described as a very hardworking player, the type of guy who does not take shifts off even when playing against lesser opposition. Sounds like a St. Louis type guy. You got to work with him for him. He is a big guy. He is not afraid to use his body to his advantage in the defensive zone. However, because he is able to think the game at such a high level, he often is able to create plays without slogging it out behind the net. While he does have a number of impressive skills, there are a few areas scouts worry about with him. First and foremost is his skating. While he is reasonably quick and agile, he needs to work on his turning, which scouts have noted is often very wide. They have also mentioned that it looks clunky when he's on the ice, but this feels like something that can be learned. And Nick Suzuki had knocks on his skating. Nick Suzuki fixed that up, and why can't this guy do that same thing as well? I don't see why not. Let's take a look at some of his highlights before we go. And this is 4 highlights from him over in Sweden.
Förra säsongen, en bit in i den, har inte varit lika bra nu, men där! Yta för Heineman som tar sig fram till ett friläge.
Looks like a good kid. He's got some nice highlights there. All from highlights, all these kids look really good. I'm going to trust in the talent, the knowledge of finding talent from Gorton, Hughes, and imagine St. Louis was in on this. And I've never heard of this kid before, but I like what I've seen in his highlights. I like what I've read about him so far. I think this is, they were after him, obviously, if they were going to send Toffoli to Calgary. A lot of people were expecting Jacob Pelletier, or there was another name there as well. I didn't expect this guy. I hope they hit a home run here. But this is the beginning of the rebuild. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this trade. how you feel about it. Are you disappointed? Are you okay with it? Are you super excited about it? Let me know what you think. Do you still think it's only a reset, or do you think it's a rebuild? Do that in the comment section. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Subscribe and ring that notifications bell. And hey, give a thumbs up. Like I said, thanks for watching, everybody. And hey, check out that video up there in the corner. And don't mind that little mistake I made just right there where you're seeing me now. So you didn't see me. You didn't see me. Bye, everybody.